I was accused of trying to rob my husband at this same airport the very first time he came to Nigeria to visit me. So a lot of people say that I married my husband for money. And this is something that we see almost every day. We see this comment almost every day, both on YouTube, TikTok, even on Instagram. Some will even go ahead to send a DM to say that you married him for money. I know you're going to leave him. You know, some even started way back from when I was still in Nigeria. And this has been one thing I have not addressed yet in this channel, which I am going to do that today. Welcome to today's video, guys. If you're here for the first time, please click on the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you'll be notified when next we post a new video. And I thank you so much for being here. If you're a returning subscriber, without you we would not make it this far. We really appreciate it. So I'm going to go straight into this video because it's something that is a very controversial topic. A lot of people believe that if an African is with someone outside their race, they are going there for money, which I don't blame them. Like I always say, everybody have their own views about life, but for you to go ahead and send us DMs to say hateful words, one even sent us an email. So I want to address that today. Now, I'm going to take you guys back to when I was in Nigeria. Some of these people have probably not followed our how we met story. Maybe that is why they feel they should say that. So now, before I met my husband, I was working. I was doing well for myself. And it has always been a dream of mine to be with someone outside of my race. It doesn't matter whether they are from Asia, Europe, Australia. It doesn't just matter the continent, but I just had always wanted to marry. Anybody that knows me knows that anything that has to do with me is always different, and I have been like that for all my life. So I see this as something I'd always wanted to do. People that know me personally, like from way back, personally, would just come to me now and be like, you fulfilled your dream. Yes, because it has always been my dream. This is actually one of my dreams. I have other dreams I have to achieve, and I always make sure to achieve my dream, God willing. So I was doing well before I met my husband. I had a job. That was when I actually acquired my first property. Because I call it first because who knows what will happen in future. I was doing well for myself. I wasn't looking for someone to help me survive or something. So that is just a little background of this story. Now, I met my husband at a point where I was practicing my career and also working. So it's not something I sat down to plan and say, okay, I have to go here, I must meet him, you know, something like that. The first time we met, we never knew that it's going to result to this. We did not know it. Gradually, it got to a stage where he started telling me he likes me, and I've shared this story before for the benefit of those that have not watched, and you can still go back to the channel to watch our how we met video. So now it is not something that I just sat down and planned and said, hey, I must get. I even got a comment. We got a comment where that person did not know that the video we posted that time was even video that we did like way back, you understand? And this person, when we first posted our first time meeting video, the person was like, I'm sure you're going to leave him. I'm very sure you're going to leave him, you know. Also got a comment that said that I wanted to rob my husband at the airport the first time he came to Nigeria. Now, the fact that I usually do not allow comments like this to stay in my channel, I always delete them, because I don't like to see things like that. I know that some people would leave it for the sake of engagement, but for me, I'm really someone that I don't like negativity to come close to me. I am careful what I allow into my mind, what I allow into my personal space. So I always delete these comments. Now, someone said I wanted to rob him at the airport. Exactly how was I supposed to rob him at the airport? Is it that you saw me there with a gun? I'm very sure the person is going to watch this video. Is it that you saw me there with a gun? Or you saw me there fighting him at the airport? I mean, I don't understand where you just see few clips of people and you just already decide that this is what is supposed to happen, this is what they wanted to do. You are already saying what you think is in my mind, and it makes me wonder. I remember one time where that one I don't think I deleted that comment. That one, I really feel it's a lady. She was like, I hope you love this man because God, I hope you love this man because I see you as somebody I see you as somebody that will just take somebody's money and go. I mean, why? Why? Is it written on my forehead that I want to steal? Is it written on my forehead that I want to steal money from my own husband? So things like this are something that when I just sit here and think about it, comments like this are something that when I just sit down and think about it, I feel like I wish I can see this person in real life. Let the person explain to me, because you know, most of these people on social media who troll people are mostly people that if they see you in real life, they won't even say it. And that brings me to the fact that this one mostly happens on TikTok. The polls on TikTok, those ones that do not like the idea of us being together, they troll a lot. That is when I realized that TikTok is a place where if you're not careful, don't just be there. I heard a certain person say that a famous TikToker in Nigeria says that she usually just post and leave social media and log out. I think that is a good option, because these people come to fill your head with things that normally you wouldn't even think about it. And now they're making it look like this is what you want to do. I know a particular person that made sure he drops hate comments. I'm saying he because he was sounding like a he. You know, he made sure to drop hate comments on every video we posted. and I'm just wondering, because all of the things he said was going to happen, till today it has not happened. He was saying, at first, he was saying that when my husband comes to Nigeria, I wanted to scam him. I wanted to, you know, arrange people to scam him and stuff like that. Now it didn't happen, and he started saying, hey, I'm sure once she gets her visa, she's going to leave him. And now I got my visa and I'm still with my husband. Some of us don't just marry because you just want to marry, or some of us don't just marry because you want to go and, I don't know. Some of us, my brother-in-law just passed. So some of us don't just marry because you want to just get married and, I don't know. We just marry because we love someone. You understand? You don't just get married for ulterior motive. And in as much as we have a lot of people that love us on this social media, we also are aware that there are also people who is watching and seeing if there's going to be something going wrong. Because I saw the other time, there's a popular YouTuber that announced that they are separating. So, and quite all right, a lot of our subscribers watched their channel. And that was the period where they came over to our channel and started saying all sorts of things. One even said, "Do you really trust this, your husband?" I am like, how do you marry someone you don't trust? Jesus. Do you really marry someone you don't trust? And when you're asking me something like that, what do you expect me to say? Because I don't understand. Am I supposed to say, no, I don't trust him, so that you'll be happy? Or am I supposed to argue with you? No, I trust him. And you say, no, you don't. I say, yes, I do. Is that what you want? Now, when you're married, yes, we put our marriages into God's hands and just hope for the best. Nobody has a manual for this thing. We just try as much as possible to to make it work, as far as there is no form of violence or cheating or something like that. But at the end of the day, you also have it at the back of your mind that you guys are human beings and anything can happen. So I'm making this video today because I just want people to know that, especially people that drop hate comments, that we see them. We delete them. Someone like me, because someone like me, immediately I get the notification, I delete it immediately. And if you're someone that drops hate comments and then the next second you don't see, I have deleted it. It's our channel. We choose to do whatever it is we want to do with it. And I know some people will say, you're bringing your life to social media. We have the right to ask you. Ask us those questions. Make those hate comments when your life is already perfect first, before you come to us. I didn't want to sound like I'm angry. I didn't want to sound like I'm angry because, there's nothing to be angry about. I don't know what you think, but for me, I fell in love with my husband and I am still in love with him. And I pray so much that it's going to be like that for as long as God wants it to. So I first of all fell in love with my husband before accepting to marry him. I'm always somebody that believes that no matter how much you have, there's always something you're going to want. And at the same time, I also understand the fact that money is not everything. Money is really not everything. Because you can have money and you don't have peace of mind at home. That's when you realize that money is not everything. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you have money, but you don't know what exactly you want to use this money for? Or have you maybe invested money or saved money? Because back in Nigeria, we used to really save. Not everybody, though. I used to really save a lot. Not mostly investing. So have you ever saved money, and at the end of the day, the money is good enough, and you're like, okay, so what am I going to do with this money? You understand? So sometimes money is not everything. I know people are going to argue in the comment section, and it's totally fine. You still say that I married my husband for money. Let me tell you now the sacrifices I have made. Now, I left my country. Listen, I'm just saying these sacrifices. I'm not saying that I'm regretting or I am angry about it. I'm just saying the sacrifices I've made. First of all, I left my family. I am the last child. I am the baby of the family. I left my parents. I left all of my siblings. I left my nieces. I left my nephews. I left everything I knew as my community, my family, my immediate family, bearing in mind that I will not be there every Christmas when everybody's gathering. I'll not be there when someone is celebrating birthday. I'll not be there when someone is getting married. I'll not be there during family gets together. I will not be there to hug my mom. That is a huge sacrifice. Now, secondly, there are some personal things I'm not going to put here. I wanted to put it as a second point, but I'm not going to put it. So you left your country. I don't know about others, but you know, some of us grew up in an environment whereby the type of food we eat is only the ones we grew up and knew, and we don't diversify. We don't try to new things. We only stick to the food we grew up to eat. So whether new chefs now comes up with new recipe or not, we still want to eat the food we've been used to. Now, I came to this place, and even when I buy African food here, it does not taste exactly like the African food tastes. Someone had told me this, that when I was like, don't worry, I'll go and buy African food. And the girl was like, listen, don't think that as you're going to buy this food here to make at home that it's going to taste exactly the way it tastes in Nigeria, because it doesn't. And I did not understand until I bought it. There are sometimes when you buy things like water leaves, you buy it, it's not going to be fresh. Now imagine putting water leaves inside deep freezer for many days. It becomes very soft. That's the type we don't use in Nigeria, but that is what I used to cook here. Until when I discovered how to use spinach to replace water leaf, which does not still taste like the actual water leaf. Now, I'm somebody that likes the leather part of meat, like goat meat. Now, I'm still trying to see where I can find goat meat with the leather, not only the bones. Yes, I love it, but I need that part. So these are the sacrifices I've made, that I know that for the rest of my life, this is going to be my new life. And you're telling me I would have loved to trade that with just for money. Now, I came out from a place where the weather is so good. I know I talk about this weather all the time, but I'm going to talk about it until I get used to it. So I came from a place where the weather was always okay. Sometimes it can be very harsh, and you know that you can bear with it. But all of my life I got used to harsh weather, sunny weather, and you come here and every day it's as if you're put inside a box. You don't see what is happening in front of you, because the weather has become so foggy, so cloudy. How do I put it? My husband calls it milk. And you don't know when it's going to stop. And just picture yourself being inside a box, a carton. That's the feeling you get with some of the way the weather changes. You think that is not sacrifice enough? So it's actually really amazing how people think, though. So you come to a place whereby you have to rely on translator to understand what someone is saying. because there are some people who do not speak English, or there are some people who are shy of speaking English. So you come to a place like that and it's frustrating. This is you that could talk, could smile, could make people laugh, could sing, you know, could be free and everything, and you're coming to work like you don't have any sense of belonging because you are yet to get that community here and you don't know when you will get it. So when someone says that, whenever you want to write a comment saying that I got married because of money, think about these things. You know, we are very quick to drop an opinion about others until it's our turn, huh? So at the end of the day, it's love that truly matters. I mean, I know people will always assume things. People will always assume things. But I always believe that as far as I and hubby are okay, it doesn't matter. That is why, do you know that on TikTok, I actually even deleted a comment, and the person came back to comment it and was like, my first comment was deleted. And still dropped it still dropped another hate comment. So at the end of the day, like I said, it's love that matters. As far as we're happy, we're fine. I hope that I have addressed this gold digging label some people have put on my face. And I also know that this is one of the challenges you get when you put your life out there, especially when you go viral. We know our genuine followers, actually. We know our genuine subscribers through their comments and stuff. But you know those ones that are ghost followers, and then after a while, they'll just drop one hate comment. They'll just drop one hate comment. Those are the people I'm talking about now. As for our genuine subscribers, thank you so much. I'm trying to look for this sun so that it can be on my face. Because here, look now, it's dark here. And look here, I think it's better. So thank you guys for watching till now. I hope we all learn to be kind to one another, because it doesn't take anything to be kind to someone, and you don't feel better putting another person down. And the mere fact that you are probably seeing someone living the kind of life you would love to live and you do not get it, that type of life is not going to locate you just by you trying to make the other person feel bad. You know, let's just coexist. I'm not an inspirational speaker, but then let's just try our best and always smile like I do. So let's know your views in the comment section. If you have a YouTube channel and you have faced any form of bullying, maybe online or offline, please let us know. Thank you so much for watching, and I would really like to hear your views in the comment section. I'm going to see you in another video. I want to make another video now, so we have to go for now. Thank you guys for watching, and we're going to see you in another video. Bye.